go. All right, y'all. So with head coach of the Milton Eagles, defending state champions, head coach Ben Reeves. Appreciate you having me out today, Coach. But what was just your impressions on practice today? What was kind of your takeaways?
Yeah, today I feel like we felt just the end of spring grind. You know, we're getting close to the spring game. We divided up our days as much as we could, you know, per regulations. And this is the first week that we've gone back to back to back. So, you know, we're just ready, I think, to get into that spring game and play and hit someone other than ourselves. Right now, we've got the whole team divided up into two somewhat equal units, you know, so you got a mix of ones and twos as a unit, mix of ones and twos as a unit. So we're excited to get there Friday and just see what a first offense truly looks like, a first defense truly looks like, and kind of go from there.
Certainly, Coach. And then obviously I talked to you before you came out here, and you highlighted a couple players, so I want to kind of, you know, put them out there. Tell me about some players that have been impressing you in spring practice as we kind of get towards the end of it that have really caught your eye.
Yeah, so, you know, just returning 17 guys, there's a lot of older names that people know of, they're well aware of, they made a bunch of plays, but just, you know, young guys like Jordan Carasquillo that's been coming out and making a lot of plays, and guys like Grant Haviland that's also on the offensive side of the ball, has been making a lot of plays, and Aiden Williams, you know, who's been doing it on both sides of the ball, and the list kind of, you know, goes on and on with those young kids. So we're excited to get all them on the field Friday too and evaluate them and see what they're about.
Let me ask you this, Coach. Obviously coming off the state championship, for you, right, I know this is probably a new field. How do you keep this team motivated, right? Because you say you got 17 and 22 coming back.
Yep.
Sometimes it can kind of be tough to, you know, motivate guys, especially after winning. What kind of things do you kind of hit on to kind of keep them motivated?
Yeah, I mean, it's simple. You know, do you truly want to make history and separate yourself or not? They won a state championship, but we've also had another team in 2018 that won a state championship. You know, 1-1. Do you want to separate yourself and go back to back and win two and leave here as one of the most decorated classes and teams that's ever left Milton? And then just daily, you know, there's nowhere to hide out here. We have so many high-level players on both sides of the ball that no matter what drill we're in, you better show up and turn it on full speed and get after it. Because if not, that guy on the other side of the ball, he's going to make you look a little silly. So hopefully just those two things in itself and just the love of football, the love of Milton will keep us going all year long.
Gotcha. Last two, Coach. Talk about some of the progression of kind of Tristan Lesser. You caught my eye. Obviously, number 20 was another one. Just talk about their progression so far in spring.
Yeah, so Tristan, he's a returning starter. Started for us as a sophomore last year in the secondary. Made a lot of plays. Like most sophomores, you know, went through some growing pains too, but he's really worked hard in the weight room this offseason, did a lot of track training, so he's gained a step, bigger, faster, stronger, and he's flying around at a different speed and also just with more comfort, right? Because he's got a full year, 15 games under his belt. He's no longer the young pup. You know, he's a true returning starter veteran, and you just see that confidence in him. And then number 20, Billy Wavoda, you know, a guy that has just been waiting for his shot, you know, for so many years, a guy that growing up was always one of the bigger kids on the team, more athletic kids on the team, and he's finally getting that shot this spring to show what he can do. And he's another one that, you know, he's put on some muscle, he's gained some speed, he's playing at a high level, so he's just got to get out there and prove it in game situations, like Tristan did when Tristan got his shot, and I have no doubts that he will. So that's just, you know, reason 20 why we're so excited to get to Friday and just get all the guys on the field and let them run around and fly around and evaluate them and see them have some fun.
No doubt. Last one, Coach. Talk about how excited you are to see this offense in action next year. So many weapons. It's not just your notable guys. It's not just CJ. It's not just Ethan Barber. It's not just Ryan G. It's not just Tristan Payne. But you got good depth at that position as well. Talk about how excited you are to see that offense in action.
Yeah, it should be fun. You know, Coach Jackson and his staff do a great job with the offense, and obviously have a lot of playmakers, a lot of toys to play with. We're gonna have to see if we can sneak two footballs on the field at times, right? Because there's so many guys out there every play that needs the ball, deserves the ball, but there's only one, you know, so you just gotta keep working for it and hope it comes your way. But it should be a fun offense to watch, and one that, you know, took strides last year from beginning to end and just returning so much depth and adding a few pieces here and there. They're going to be fun to watch and see how they fly around and see what Coach Jackson and his staff does with that unit.
Certainly. Appreciate you, Coach.
Thank you.